Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 25 of Direwolf20's ATM9 Skies Let's Play series, where I'm getting ready to do some fun stuff, I think. How about you move over here, Buster? And you output like that. And what if you moved over there, and you output like that? And you linked to those two. Awesome. Stuff's happening, right? Stuff's happening. Real good stuff's happening here. So I like the idea. I don't even know if I want you here, glowstone. I might want, because if that thing's there, then I could just, and then that would be kind of cool. Yeah, I don't think I want the glowstone there anymore. What I'll do is I'll put the glowstone here so that you're a little bit closer. And then if I did this again, which, by the way, look how much saturation and regeneration I got going on. Guess who did syringes between episodes? Yep. So between episodes, I set up an environmental controller. Has a radius of 50, between the range of 60 and 80 on the height. And we're using not a crazy amount of RF. Like, we're like hovering around 1,000-ish RF, and it's connected to the same dude that the battle receiver is, but that's okay, right? So we're using like right around 1,000 RF a tick, which not terrible considering this beauty, which is producing 45,500 RF per tick at the cost of water. So I think we're cool. Like, if I need more power, I'm just going to scale out these dudes until I get to, you know, crazy numbers like big reactors or we're going to have to go to mechanism reactors because we're going to need plutonium anyway. So, like, or polonium or one of those things. So, yeah. But, like, still. All right, so if I were to put, like, let's get some stone real quick. I'd like you. And I'd like a few of you, if I could. So what I would like... By the way, is Pneumaticraft in here? Oh, it is. Good. I hope there's, like, some Pneumaticrafty requirements coming up. So what you should have, then... I want, like, to see feet right there. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, like, Cursed Earth here. And then a mob can spawn there. And you can be like that. And what I'd really like to see... How could I have it? Oh, look who's here visiting. Pigpen tone transforms text into the Pigpen cipher. Okay. No. Kill that dude until you kill that dude. Okay. Do I want to push that back one? I feel like I want to push that back one. So you're going to go here. You're going to go here. Okay, so you'll be allowed to spawn things like that. And then my hope is I can do something like this and that you'll be close enough to that to count. Now, if I were to put this here, now he's not particularly quick, but if I tick accelerate him, he's usually a little bit better. Just curious. Will that work? I'm assuming it will. No? Should I put there? Is that not cool? You need to be, like, darker than that. You might need to be darker than that. Dark. Glass. Are there any slabs you think that might do darknessiness? Yeah, probably not, huh? So what you're going to have to do is something like that. You're going to spawn a dude in there, I presume, at this point. Is that... Yeah, no, there's something in there. Cool. Right, and then Dagger of Sacrifice. That worked. That's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. What I'd really love for you to be able to do, Dreadful Dirt, is have that happen regardless of your light level, which is kind of a thing. It's kind of a thing. So what we could set up, what we could set up would be a mob spawner. I like that plan. That spawned like a mob duplicator? Because mob duplicators, you can control the area upon which they spawn, right? So if I set up a mob duplicator in place of that cursed earth, okay. And then we had a tank whose job it would be to have mob essence in him, which we can export bus. Do we not know how to make export buses? How is that possible? Let me export bus. That's what I want. Okay, so we'll export bus U, and then we're probably going to want some flux fun. And then we're going to want some cabling. We might need to P2P it. We'll figure it out. Because we need to get all the way over here, right? And what we need to get under is U. Okay, so if I were to export bus this bad boy, I'm just trying like a different way of going about this stuff, right? Could be fun. So down here we have what? We have a dense. I could just run this. There's no reason to like do another P2P because I either have to run a bunch of cable this way or a bunch of cable this way, and they're both kind of the same. So I think what I'll do that's not a wrench. That's a wrench. Now, if I ever have a platform up this Y level, I'll readjust, right? But for now, that seems pretty workable. Okay, and your job would be to export essence from foregoing. Man? Hey, look at it go. Sweet. Do I need to speed that up a little bit? Maybe. Now we're cooking, right? And what'll happen is like, so now it'll keep this thing full, right? Okay. Now, what I want to get is something like a zombie. So if we got a mob imprisonment tool, which I happen to have, we go get ourselves something like a zombie. Here's the trick, by the way. You can take these out of here, and now it kills things very slowly. Guess where I got my Dreadful Dirt from? Skeleton seems rough. Zombie's pretty much what I want. So I can put you guys back, and now everything dies real quick again. You're producing more mob essence, which remember, because the way this thing is set up, overflowed amounts of mob essence will go into the thing, right? I might bump this up to, 16-ish. What kind of spawn egg did I just get? I have no idea. Right, so now you'll keep 16 in your buffer before you start dumping excess into here. And absolutely I could drain out of here if I needed to, but like, I'd rather leave that for when I get to my enchanting exploits. Okay, what kind of does... Oh, a llama. Okay, cool. Llama trader spawn egg. Neat. All right, you guys all go away. You're doing that, right? And now you're going to extract on white, and then you're going to insert, and now you should be getting mob essence. Cool. And you know what? You can energy too if you want. You can extract energy. Wonder if 1,000 hours going to be enough? I guess we'll find out, right? $1,000 for tick enough to do a mob duplicator of zombies? Look at you getting all put up in there. How cool is that? Now, how about you only run when there's a redstone signal on? And so we're sensing the fluids. If we're above 5 buckets, it goes on, right? So how about only run when signal is low with no redstone? And then on that side, you're going to output on red. Is that cool? So now we've got enough. He's no longer running because the altar is full. Meh? Huh? How cool is that? Okay, so because the altar is full, we have enough redstone, and now like he's allowed to run again, and that's pretty spiffy. Yes? Everybody on board with that? I might make this 1 Y level higher, because he seems to be spawning a little bit above. Realistically, I shouldn't need it anymore. Well, maybe I do, because you apparently spawned a baby zombie. Apparently I do, because you apparently spawned a baby zombie. So we'll see if that's, like, sufficiently cool. But, like, how cool is that? Right? So when the light goes off, he's going to be allowed to spawn again, and he does. Right? Is good? I think that's good. I think that's really kind of cool. I think that's like super spiffy kind of cool. And if I wanted to, I could like add on this stuff, right? Okay. And then one more thing I'll do is right here in this position with a radius of 3, we're going to mute all zombie. That radius not big enough? Wow, that's a lot of zombies just chilling there, isn't it? How many entities are standing here right now? I have no idea. I'm assuming one of these upgrades controls how many entities are allowed to be standing here. And this is like a relatively temporary setup, because what I'll eventually do is have like a Cursed Earth Dark Room underneath the altar with the ritual thing that does all the cool stuff. But like, for now that's cool, right? I do like how it spawned a chicken. That was kind of hilarious to me, right? And we should be getting a little bit more essence. It's not going to be particularly quick, but like, okay, that's all right, right? Let's just trash can you. Oh, look, a zombie arm. Sweet. And there they all are now. And hopefully they're not doing the light on fire thing, because it seems like they're not, and that's cool. They do drop items, which is not ideal, but like, we can handle that, right? Part of me wish I just vacuum everything in the area to a trash can, and the other part of me is like, it's not a great idea. Alright, so, hey look, we've hit 33 blank slates. Cool. And now we're going to get reinforced slates. And that'll be cool as well. Alright, is that super spiffy, nice setup time? I mean, I like it. You guys tell me what you think. The only thing is we're not getting essence quite fast enough, but like, we can get essence faster than that, for sure. Right? For sure, we could speed up our essence production and make that better. If we needed to. Which we might at some point. The way I would go about that is Apotheosis Mob Spawner, like super hyper speed craziness, instead of the Dark Room. But I like the Dark Room being there because it's producing large amounts of random drops for me, in addition to, like, you know, Mob Essence and stuff. So probably just let that thing be. Cool. So now what I probably need is 20. Am I right about that? 20 slates. So I can get Blood Magic runes. Okay. And if I do that, it should be something like, you know what I could do? It's the thing with the blood magic-y, yada, 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 that book, right? There's a book. There's a book. Sanguine Scientific. Blood Altar. Tier 3 Blood Altar. That looks about right to me. Right, and you can be that. That's funny, actually. I'm going to have to solve that. Now, you can be that, and then we will export bus on this side. How's that sound? Foregoing. Cable, please. You go away. You're probably done. Probably don't need you guys no more. That'll do. And then just some glowstone. What's killing that thing? What's killing everything in there? That's the question. Sweet. And now you should be a tier 3 altar, which is good. It means I can get tier 3 runes now. By saying slate tier 3 imbued. Right? Imbued is tier 3. That one I might go with 16 on the sensor and 17 on that dude. And this guy. They're not called zombies, the baby. The whole point of you guys is you were supposed to be quiet. Let's see what ambient is. Sheep, spider, bat, skeleton. Enderman, witch, chicken. What do you think the baby zombie sounds are? Huh. That's a little annoying, but it's something I can put up with until, like I said, we get the thing going, right? Your job will just be to keep chugging away at that, and that seems cool to me. Oh, I want those accelerators, don't I? it's working. It just needs, you know, a little finessing. But it'll hold me over until I get to tier 4, right? I think so. I think it's about time we get into some better runes, like Rune of Sacrifice. That would be a good one, right? Apprentice requires redstone. So what I'm going to do is you're only allowed to extract when green is off, right? So what if I did an input on green right here? We had a lever. So we do that, and now you're no longer allowed to extract. So you'll finish crafting whatever you're crafting, but then more crafty craft. Because I said so. Full plan, right? Okay. And then you make that dude for me. And at this point, I feel like I don't need regen anymore, so I'm going to ditch that. But I do kind of like having saturation, so I'll leave that up and running. And now we're only using a few hundred RF per tick. And I'll put regen back when and if I need it. I feel like that block is underrated. It's like extremely overpowered. I'm just saying. I feel like you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I actually don't watch a lot of other YouTubers or other people play Minecraft, so I don't know if that's like a block everyone uses all the time. But I feel like people, what's the phrase? Sleep on that block, right? Don't sleep on that block, because that is powerful. Okay? I'm just saying. Alright, bound to me. And now we can get you if I get some runes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snag 15 sounds like a number. Okay. And you're going to Rune of Sacrifice that. Cool. And then get those other 5 runes. What I would probably want them to be as speed runes if I can. Of speed. How's that sound? Cool. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we are back to tier 3. I stick that on. He should craft a little bit faster now, which I'm always a fan of. Right? And I could speed it up even more if I wanted to. But we should now be getting like a decent chunk of LP per craft there. That's definitely looking faster on the top left. Right? I might decide I want like 8. And then that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And that's cool. Like it. And then when I do one of these dudes, yeah, that's what's up. That fills up way quicker now, right? That's how we roll. Okay, cool. So like blood magic, in my opinion, in a really, really good place. I'm going to go put this back because this didn't work out the way I'd hoped it would because of the whole brightness thing, right? So you do that, and then you're cool, and then you're good, okay? You go away, you go away. The only thing I need to worry about now is probably getting up to tier 4 in blood magic, which shouldn't be too much trouble at this point. We've got like a really nice system going here. What I will eventually do is get the tier 4, but for that we need to like progress significantly through all the other stuff, right? Now, luckily, a lot of it involves killing mobs, which we just automated, so we shouldn't have any problems in that vein. But like, what we're gonna want to get is So for blood magic tier 4, we need large bloodstone bricks, which need weak blood shards, right? Now to get those, we're going to need saturated tau. Remember that whole process? Yeah, I don't. So hopefully someone does. The book. I remember it's growing crops, and you have to like, there has to be like a cow on it when it grows or something. It involves going into that dungeon thing, like all that good stuff, right? So, okay, so we'll figure that out. Right? Isn't that the gist of how it works? Is the saturated tau thing? Like, we can either get it in those dungeons. So tau fruit. Seeds of doubt. I'm not familiar with those. But yeah, if we look at here, right? Tau fruit can be found in simple dungeons, after which it can be farmed. Being a native denizen of the demon realm, its life cycle is, unfortunately, a tad more complex than that of the humble potato. The tau fruit will mature into one of two varieties, depending on the conditions in which it was raised. By default, it will grow into tau fruit, which can be converted to tau oil, which is cool stuff, by the way. It can be made anointments, which are like extra enchantments. But if it has an alternate, more challenging relic root, if the plant matures while a mob, aka a cow, for example, is standing atop it, it will leech health from the entity to satiate its dark hungers, and this way saturated tau can be grown. Cool. Now, generally you don't need a whole lot of this, and sometimes you can find it in the dungeons. But in order to get into the dungeon, we're going to need to do some things. Dungeons. So the Endless Realm, Edge of the Hidden Realm ritual, you can access the Demon Realm proper. With Pathway to the Endless Realms, you will once again find yourself looking at Inversion Pillar. Yeah, Edge of the Hidden Realm. This is like the simpler one to get to, right? This is like the tier 3 one. Yeah, Water, Fire, Earth, and Air. A total of 36 runes with a weak activation crystal. So we want to make that. We want runes. Not runes, but ritual. Ritual stones, right? And a master ritual stone. Okay. And that will get me to the place that we want to go to. And that's where we can find stuff, right? Okay. So to get a weak activation crystal, we're going to need a lava crystal, which looks relatively easy. We just need 3 buckets, which I could probably get with you, but it's almost as easy just to grab those 3 buckets. Put this away, do that. And you know what? I don't know where you came from. I assume you spawned on my little thing here. So imprisonment tool. Snag Mr. Sheep. I'm okay with that. Okay. And then you can get the lava crystal that we need to make. Beautiful. And then you, if I turn you off, get that cooking. Which is awesome how fast it is now. Thank you very much. Okay. That looks good to me. Okay. You can go off again and start making more things. So in order to get this, we're going to ultimately need 40, right? Because we need 4 ritual stones. We need 40 reinforced stones. And we're currently at 2. So, you know, we have a little bit of a ways to go, right? So let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. I will do this for the next little bit. Get myself a bunch of stuff cooking here. And then when we come back next episode, I'll be ready to go to that gateway to the Hidden Realm. We can go get our saturated tau, start working towards a tier 4 blood altar, set up automation to generate all the life points we would ever possibly want, and then we'll set up our life bucket and start on Ars Nouveau. Does that sound cool? Alright, for now, Del20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. For now, take it easy.